best of luck.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, guys.
Hello.
So I'm Distortion2, mainly known for Souls speedruns, but I do run a bunch of different other stuff. I've ran about 30 different games at this point. But yeah, tonight we're doing Dark Souls 2, all bosses with DLC. So let's just jump right into it. And if you guys want to announce yourself on the couch, feel free.
Okay, so I'm QTTSix from Taiwan, which is never played this game before with speedrun.
I am Bawkbasoup from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, and I played this game one single time.
And I am Larxa. I am from Belgium, if you know where that is. And I also played all the Soulsborne games.
So to start off Dark Souls 2, this is one of the unique games in which character creation is actually done midway through the run. What was the name that won this for the file name?
Dark Souls.
Bark Souls?
Bark Souls? Bark Souls?
Bark?
Bark Souls?
I didn't actually...
Bark if it's Bark Souls.
Is that good? All right.
B-A-R-B?
B-A-R-B.
Oh.
Barb Souls.
Barb Souls.
Barb
Like
Souls. All right, we got it.
There you go.
Why not Bark Souls?
So one thing we're gonna do to start off, this is my favorite thing to do if we're not, super time constrained here, it's to randomize the face. So in Dark Souls 2, you can just spam the randomize button over and over, and you'll end up with some monstrosity of a character. So we're just gonna see what we get. Oh, that's
Looks good.
We're ready to go.
Oh, yeah.
They all float down here.
So in this game, you actually, you do start off with the DLC items. That's what I just got when I started. There's two different versions of this game. There's Scholar, which most people have played casually, and then this is the vanilla version. So we actually just get the DLC keys right off the bat, which is pretty convenient. In Scholar, you actually have to search for the keys, which makes the run about 10 minutes longer. So vanilla is definitely the way to go for a variety of reasons, but that's one of the main ones. So we're gonna start off with some NPC killing. This guy dies in pretty much every single Dark Souls 2 run. So F for Maulin.
Rip that guy.
Rip.
Feels bad.
Oh.
Aww. Tragic.
He's so confused.
Rip.
So unfortunately, he can't really fight back.
How unfortunate.
So the main reason we kill this guy is for the Seldora armor. In this run, I'm gonna be doing a bunch of menuing, equipping armor and swapping stuff constantly to increase my soul gain. So that's the main reason to pick up that armor there. It's about 25% extra souls.
Are you?
We're just gonna talk to her, get the Estus Flask. She's the level up lady in this run. Every game except Dark Souls 1 pretty much has a level up NPC. And we can get a donation or two here while we wait for this gate.
You got it. We have $100 from a random Flint. Here we go, Dark Souls. Wait, who cares for Dark Souls 2? It's Distortion time. $10 from Screef. It's absolutely insane to watch the Soulsborne games, famed for their difficulty, torn apart in speedruns. Good luck on the run.
So one thing I will mention, the jumping mechanic in this game is very inconsistent. We normally use a mod. It's actually been approved for the leaderboards, which allows, so this game has what we call a baby jump. It's tied to your CPU usage, and if your CPU is under heavy load, there's a chance for your character to jump about a quarter of the distance that you would normally would. So if that happens, we may have some pretty serious time losses, but hopefully the PC is running well. Everything will be okay.
Yeah, it's one of the most unfortunate parts about this speedrun.
I hope it will not happen in the runs.
And another thing I should mention, fog gates in this game are also very, very strange in that you actually don't get iframes when you enter a fog gate. you have to wait about 2 to 3 seconds, so enemies can actually interrupt you. Oh, jeez.
Oh.
This is fine. This is fine.
Oof.
Oh.
Oh.
BM.
It's all good. So we're coming up to the first skip of the run, one of like 3. This is a pretty glitchless run for the most part. So we're gonna buy an axe, bunch of fire bombs, and these fire bombs are useful for a few different things. So we're actually gonna just run up to this wall and hopefully first try. All right, nice.
Nice. First try.
Frame perfect.
So if you don't do that, you normally have to run all the way around. It's like a 30, 45 second time save. And now we're making our way to the last giant, the first boss of the run. We can get a donation on this elevator here.
Sure thing. We have $50 from Mr. Mars.
Oh.
Hey, Dist, good luck with the run. We are all watching your run together in chat. Also, bless RNG, you don't get any baby jumps.
Bless
I hope.
Okay, quiet time.
Time to get serious. Focus.
Not quite yet.
No. Every fight is a very hard fight. You gotta need focus.
Oh my.
Oh,
Just
right.
a
Nice
god
fight.
tier fight.
So one cool trick we're doing here, the dark sign, if you know it from the Souls series, normally drains your souls, but if you use it fast enough, you can actually keep the souls from the boss. It's a cool little trick for the start of the run. Saves a little bit of time. All right, so now we're talking to Melentia. She's one of the few NPCs in this game. All of the NPCs can actually be sent back to the hometown, Majula, which is what I'm doing by just talking to her there. Most people, myself included on my first playthrough, didn't even know you could send NPCs home, so it's very useful though. She's the most important NPC in the run.
Oh god.
I think we can talk about how many bosses do we have in this game.
Yeah, so this game has 41 bosses. They definitely went for quantity over quality with this game, but there are some good bosses. The DLC does have some redeeming bosses, but a lot of the bosses are very, very similar.
Okay, so right, the next boss we are going to be...
Okay, pretty good. So if we roll in a specific spot there, he will actually just stand in the perfect spot and we can just shoot him down with the ballista.
Ease.
Easy clap, easy clap.
consistent.
Yeah, that's actually consistent. On old patch, though, for whatever reason, it doesn't actually work. Something changed with the AI. All right, so now we're making our way to Lost Bastille. There's a cool little skip you can do here. I'll go for it. It only saves about 4 seconds, but it's pretty cool if you get it, so. Baby jumps are pretty common with this jump, though, so we'll see.
Oh no.
And this is called door skip, so hopefully I can show it off. All right, first part down.
Oh, baby.
Ooh.
It's a lot harder than it looks.
Nice.
There you go.
All right, so this is the infamous barrel. This is the, you'll just see. Hopefully the barrel works properly, but. Okay.
Thank God.
Sometimes that barrel can do the exact same thing and not blow up. It's just inconsistent physics. All right, so we're just going in there to unlock a blacksmith and pick up some materials, and now we're gonna make our way to a very difficult boss, so I'm gonna need some quiet time when we get there. We can get a few donations on the way there.
Sure thing. We have $1,000.
Oh! Hype!
Hug.
Hog champ.
From Avenger of Dark. Had to donate for a Dark Souls run by one of my favorite runners. Good luck on the run.
Thank you, man.
Coming to one of the hardest boss. Yeah, right next.
So it's a little while away, though. We can do a few donations.
Sure thing. We have $31 from Bark Souls.
Dark Souls?
Woof.
Bark, bark, praise the sun. Bark, bark. We have $30 from Rudy. I'm a simple man. I see Dark Souls, I donate. Praise the run.
Oh, God.
All right, so this is Heidi's Tower of Flame. I'm gonna grab the safety bonfire here. There's a cool little trick jump you can do. So most of Dark Souls 2 there's not really like out of bounds skips. It's mainly just parkour, using the full jump mechanic to its advantage, but hopefully we can get this full jump. All right, got it.
Easy.
Nice.
Oh, God, this boss is very scary. We need quiet time.
Yeah.
Quiet
This
time.
is very intense. Like almost frame perfect, I think.
Oh,
That was
he
close.
did it.
Oh, my God.
Oh, wow, he did
Oh,
it.
my God.
So hard, so hard. Yeah, Distortion is gone though.
All right, so that was the Dragon Rider. We will be seeing a little bit more of him later on, but unfortunately we can't just make him fall off the ledge. All right, so now we're gonna do our first level up here. We do about 4 or 5 level ups throughout the run. I will be doing a few safety level ups just because the optimal route is very, very dangerous for a marathon. So we're picking up the bow here. The bow is going to be used a bunch throughout the run. It's actually very, very important to pick up. And now we're talking to Leningrast, and we're just going to upgrade our weapons. We're going to be using the mace and the rapier to start off, mainly the rapier, but later on we will be picking up an even better weapon. But that'll be about an hour into the run.
Yeah, as you're seeing here and as you have seen, menuing is a huge part of this game. Like, the amount of time it saves is gigantic. And also doing it while moving is very, very difficult. Takes a lot of practice.
Yeah, this is the Souls game that has the most menuing. So it's definitely a bit rough for new runners at first. All right, so we're just gonna grab that bonfire, come back later when we're a bit stronger.
The moves.
Now we are making our way down to the Rotten. One of any percent runner's favorite boss in this game. Any percent in this game is kind of interesting. The developers, for whatever reason, decided to add 2 different ways to progress through the game. So like about midway through the game, you need to get to this area called Drang Lake Castle. So the normal way to get there is to just kill 4 of the Lord Souls, kind of like Dark Souls 1. It's a similar thing. But they did add an alternative where if somebody gets lost for whatever reason and they just end up killing a bunch of stuff, if you manage to gain 1,000,000 souls throughout the course of a run, you can actually just enter Drang Lake that way. So the any percent run just kills this boss coming up 5 times in a row to get 1,000,000 souls. It's pretty exciting. Okay, so this is a pretty scary spot. Potential baby jumps. We've got 2 more jumps coming up here. Okay, 1 more.
Oh!
All right.
Yeah! Yeah.
I'm I'm clenching on every jump. and get a donation or two.
All right, we have a $15 donation that reads, looking forward to this Dark Souls 2 run. I'm terrible at these games, so I'm glad to see someone else tear it apart with style. We have $15 from Kuro the Crazy, Bearer, Seek, Lest. With $30 from Zero Edge, I try to donate every year, and I saw Dist is speedrunning at SGDQ and knew I had to donate during my favorite speedrunners run. Lego Dist.
All right, so we're coming up to the Rotten here. It's a pretty cool fight. I mean, it's the first use of strafing, I would say, that is used on a boss. So that's mainly what you do to dodge bosses in Dark Souls 2. A lot of the other Souls games, you want to actually just dodge the attacks, but in this game, the bosses are kind of slow, so you can just run away from most stuff, or just run behind them. The hitboxes are actually surprisingly good in this game, so... All right, we just got the puke. That is amazing RNG.
You're making him sick.
And you can actually cut this guy's hand off, too. I think it's about to come off. There we go.
Nice.
Poor Rotten.
Let's see if we can get the other one.
Oh no!
Do it.
No.
Oh, man.
This is my favorite boss to bully. No second arm.
There goes a great man.
How many bosses did we finish so far?
I am.
I think it's like 4.
4? Yeah. Sounds about right. So now we're making our way to the first DLC. We're not going to be killing any bosses right now. We're super underpowered, so we're just going to come here for some upgrades, stronger equipment, then just get out of here.
Oh,
this is
The frame.
kind of scary. I've
the
never...
friend drove. Never what? Oh, this is even
We're
worse.
lagging pretty bad right now. I've never seen this one before. I hope this
Only
stops
at GDQ.
soon.
Oh, man.
You got this.
It's a pretty new game.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, the frame rate is so awful right now.
Come on, game.
Is that good to...
Maybe, I don't actually know what's going on here. I've never seen anything like this before. Marathon, as it goes. I might need to have like a tech break or so. I really don't know what's happening here.
You could try teleporting.
Yeah, I'll try
It seems to fix.
Oh,
No.
All right, I'll try reloading the area.
Yeah, let's hope this works.
seems better already.
This is classic GDQ marathon.
Never seen anything. Oh, I think it might be needed to restart again, I guess.
It's
Seems better. Kinda, yeah. Oh, never mind. I jinxed it. Sorry.
I'm gonna quit out and try to reload.
When in doubt,
Yeah, just
quit out.
play the whole game with the menu open. So this is actually the most stable of all the Souls games, so I'm actually really surprised this is happening. You can run this game on a toaster, so...
I'm thinking he's still losing a friend, though. Yeah.
Oh, no.
I think we might...
I will try restarting the game.
Yeah.
We have $25 from Loon Master. Gotta donate during the game that got me into speedrunning. Real happy to be here in person for this run. Thanks for all that you do. We have $100 from Fighting. Dark Souls hype?
Okay, now we are back.
All right, we're back.
Yay.
Fantastic. All right, so another skip coming up here. This is the Photoshop jump. And we got it.
Nice.
Very nice.
Nice.
Frame perfect.
First is God.
All right. So DLC 1 can be a pretty scary part of the run. Normally you're meant to come here with way more stats, but we're just on the base amount of health, so hopefully this will go all right. If we may have a death, but if we do die, the second attempt through should be much cleaner. We can get a few donations here.
Sure thing. We have $50 from Java Splice. Here's $50 for that wonderful randomized face. Now we have to look at that for over 2 hours. Thanks. We have $100 from Press F for Barb. Hey, Distortion, just spent well over 200 hours on this game earlier this year. Hyped to see you play it in just over 2.
All right, so we're coming over to the best ring in the game here. This is called the Flynn's Ring. You may be familiar with it from like Dark Souls 3. In this game, it's way more powerful though. In Dark Souls 3, it's not really used. And this ring boosts our attack rating by 50, so,
Cable?
okay, just short hiccup, not sure what that was. So yeah, this ring boosts your attack power by 50, which is crazy considering the other ring I have is only 20 attack power. So yeah, this is just more use for the bow, hitting some of these switches. There's actually a switch here that we absolutely need the bow for. There's no other way to hit it, unless you use like a witching urn or a firebomb. Oh, this is fine.
No.
I was ready for this.
Oh.
Okay, I hit the button. We're good. Now we just have to pray the ghosts are nice.
Don't do it.
Ooh, it's fine. Okay, we're good.
Hot diggity.
Not even close, not even close.
Warp to the wrong bonfire, safety bonfire. That's all right. All right, so while we make our way to Ornstein, you can read a few donations.
You got it. We have $500 from Lost Mage.
Oh.
Nice.
Dist H for my cause, streamer, and video game series. Good luck, Dist. We have a $200 donation that reads, love me some Dark Souls and love me some GDQ. Perfect time to donate.
All right, so we're gonna be killing this guy here. For whatever reason, this guy is tied to the lever. It must be magic, not quite sure, but he actually causes this lever to come up, which will allow us to get to the boss. And there's a cool little skip here, pretty stylish. Hopefully I get this.
Just like your character.
So we're just gonna jump and we can clip into the bridge.
Nice.
1 second time save.
Monka shake.
So this guy's AI is kind of funky. He likes to just stand there. really stepped down from his Dark Souls 1 days. All right, so now we're making our way to Flexile Sentry. We've just got a big long run here, so you can read a few donations.
Sure thing. We have $25 from OSU Mario Barkman. Great save at the beginning of the run. Who would have guessed that character creation would be the toughest part of the run? Kappa.
Kappa.
We have $35 from Slyonyx. Praise the sun. It's time for Dark Souls. We have $50 from Radok. Hi, SGDQ. I'm nearly falling asleep here because it's 3:30 a.m., but I need to see this Dark Souls 2 run. Dark Souls 2 was my first Soulsborne game, and even if it has some flaws, it's still one of my favorite games. Seeing Dis destroying this game is just perfect, and finally, we can see him at a GDQ. Greetings from Switzerland.
So not much to be said here. This is the No Man's Wharf. It's baby jump can be prevalent here too, so hopefully we don't have to deal with that. I'm gonna grab the safety bonfire though, just in case. So even if we do not get a baby jump and we get very lucky throughout this run, there is one segment where you do a baby jump on purpose. So you guys will see that no matter what. So we're just going to throw a skull. These are used to distract enemies, just baits them out, makes them attack the skull. And so we're going to shoot that bell there. It's actually a strat that took probably like a year or two to figure out. But yeah, it turns out you can actually shoot the bell. Normally you just run all the way up there and ring the bell yourself, but you can just shoot it with the bow and it'll work just the same. All right, so this is the baby jump spot. Bless RNG.
Young pupil.
Okay, I'm gonna destroy these just in case. All right, no baby jump. We're good.
Nice.
Nice fight.
I think we have 6 bosses down.
I believe so.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
All right, so now we're gonna make our way back to Majula and head to the second Lord Soul, which is Old Iron King.
We're just trucking along.
Yeah, making good pace. So this is the lady from earlier. Sending her back here allows you to buy infinite healing items, which is pretty useful for the run. But the main reason we do it is this item in our inventory called Brightbug. It's pretty much the best item in the game. It gives you a 20% attack boost and a 20% defense boost. So it's very, very important. After every Lord Soul, the Brightbugs actually refresh. So there's like 20, 24 you can get throughout the run. So we're going to be grabbing pretty much all those, useful for most bosses. Yeah, I can get a few donations here.
Absolutely. We have $25 from Cartridge Blowers. Distortion, I think you accidentally created the 15 FPS category. Excited to see you get the world record. We have $10 from Ladius. DS2 was the game that got me into the series that would quickly become my all-time favorite. Good luck with the run, and don't give up, Skeleton.
All right, so we're coming up to Falcon here. So this route actually went under quite a few changes. There's a guy I want to give a shout out to named Angsmaster. He pretty much rerouted like all of Dark Souls 2. So for a long time, we just used resins and the normal weapon. But it turns out the magic in this game is actually really good. So at this point, we're now using miracles, sorceries, and hexes. Saves quite a few minutes throughout the run. The only spell type that isn't used is pyromancies. I don't think there's ever been a Souls game where pyromancy is overpowered, really. So just grabbing this bonfire so we can come back to the horse later. There's a lot of horses in this game. Just wait until the DLC. That's my favorite part. Get a few donations here.
Absolutely. We have $555.55.
Oh, man.
From Klondike, who says, darn, my 5 key got stuck. And we have another $500 donation from Jake the Yachtsman.
Holy moly.
Wow.
Man.
Shout out to Barbarous King and the whole Kaizo community. I love you guys and all your dumb memes. Good luck on the run, Distortion. Barb Souls.
All right, so we're coming up to Skeleton Lords. In the classic game, this is a pretty easy fight. In Scholar, this is like the one fight that they decided to change for whatever reason, and they just added a ton of skeletons. I mean, that's basically the motto behind Scholars, just add more enemies everywhere. Just try to block the player as much as they can. So in this version, it's pretty easy, but Scholar, there's like quadruple the skeleton spawns. So each one of these big skeletons spawns 4 little skeletons. So we're gonna kill 6 of these guys, and then kill the final one to initiate the final set of spawns. Finish off these. Oh, locked onto the target behind me. Now we just finish off the rest. Pretty simple fight.
Nice.
Pretty good fight.
My goodness gracious. So many interesting boss fights in this game.
I think I like Covetous Demon the most.
Me too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Best boss coming up here, guys. All right, we can get a few donations here.
Sure thing. We have $15 from Fralian. Had to donate during me and my husband's favorite game series, Praise the Sun. We have $50 from Lil Cuphead. Good luck, Distortion. I'm so happy to see you running at SGDQ. I want to see some baby jumps. Let's go.
Oh, please no.
Oh, please.
All right, so we're talking to Chloanne here. She's a very useful NPC. She actually has a bunch of upgrade materials. So we're just sending her back to Majula, and we'll be visiting her later on. You can avoid getting poisoned here, just a little bit too slow. All right, so this is the one out-of-bounds strat in the entire run. They actually didn't fix this in the new version of the game either, Scholar the First Sin. It's very simple, too. Just jump around this rock, and we can just go straight to the boss from here.
Absolute legend.
It's only like a 10-second time save, too. Not too big.
Yeah, it's hard to believe that's like, there's so few out of bounds in this game.
Yeah, I mean, all the other Souls games are just broken apart, but to be fair, though, this game is very broken, just not on this patch. The original patch of this game is probably the most broken out of all of the Souls games, I would say.
Oh God, the hardest boss. Oh my God, oh my God.
I have died to this boss before.
There goes a great man.
Rip Covetous.
How many bosses is that now?
I think it's 8 right now.
8?
Yeah?
All right, QTT, keep count.
If I was right, I believe it's 8.
Yeah.
I've been fading out.
Oh no, not again.
Covetous,
Not
why?
again. I can't even hit.
Oh, what's going on?
Do the menu
Oh.
strats.
I'm quitting out.
When in doubt, quit out.
I think you only can reset, right? Restart.
I have
again.
to restart the game.
Yeah.
But I also think I lost my buff item, which isn't a huge deal, but...
We have $10 from Mad Hats that says, $10 for more frames.
Let's get right back into it.
Bless RNG.
Yeah. Fingers crossed.
Okay, I do still have the buff item active, which is good.
Okay, that's good.
So one thing that is really unfortunate about quitting out in this game, luckily we didn't have anything bad happen there, but quitting out in this game does not reset enemy positions. So in the other Souls games, for those who are familiar with them, normally you just quit out and all the enemies go back to their default world position, but in this game they just stay exactly where they are. So quitting out it just doesn't help you at all. In fact, they can hit you when you're spawning in, so it hurts you more than it helps. All right, so this is a pretty scary fight, actually. And we did get poisoned. All right, this is not good.
Oh
no.
Oh no.
I'm gonna die. Unfortunate. It's okay, though. We got extra supplies. It's very rare for that pyromancer to break the pot like that.
Marathon RNG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for those who have played this game casually, the normal strat here is to light the windmill, which for whatever reason drains the poison in this boss room, but that's super slow, so we're just gonna fight the boss in the poison. Hopefully it'll go all right. If I do die again, I'm gonna have to drain the poison, but much cleaner that time around.
If I can interject momentarily, we have just raised $700,000 for Doctors Without Borders.
Heck yeah.
Oh.
Just gonna run behind her. Hopefully she does the lunge attack. I'm just gonna... That's all right. And she should be dead here.
Oh.
All right, all good.
Just toying with her. Just toying with her.
9 bosses down, guys.
And how many more to go?
I think it's totally the 41, so 9 bosses is...
32 left.
Okay.
Oh!
All right, so pretty long elevator here. Get a few donations.
Absolutely. We have $100 from A Night Adrift. Can't not donate during one of the entries in my favorite series of all time. Watch out for the pigs, and don't you dare go hollow, friend. We have $50 from Muscle Stash. Had to donate during the run of the best Dark Souls game. Good luck, skeleton. We have $100 from Matt and Katie. Cutting off the Rotten's arms seems to have cursed your frame rate. Sorry, bro. Good luck on the rest of the run.
So another potential baby jump spot coming up here. But we did grab the safety bonfire. It's all good.
Oh, guys, come on.
Oh.
I'm just waiting for it to happen.
That one was scary, though.
Yeah. One awesome thing about this game is you can actually use items on ladders.
Yeah.
Which very few people actually know about. Every time I use something on a ladder, somebody in my chat is telling me they never knew about that. All right, so Smelter Demon, pretty tough boss casualty. There's one glitch that this guy can actually do, which could potentially soft lock me, but it's pretty rare. Sometimes this guy's weapon can send you flying into the wall, and you just can't move.
Oh, he's prepping it. He knows.
Oh, that hitbox.
That's all right.
Nice.
All right, pretty good fight.
Nice.
There's 31 bosses left.
Let's do this.
Great progress. All right.
Any bets on which next boss will take the frames from us?
I'm just hoping it doesn't happen for Ava.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Horses.
Yeah.
Sign of what's to come.
Oh.
Oh, the pancake. All right, let's dodge it this
dear.
time. There we go. Okay, so luckily, we got lucky here.
this
Sometimes
hallway.
the turtle just blocks this guy and keeps us safe.
Oof.
All right, so time for the old Iron King. This guy is, he's not too bad. He can push you into the lava with his face, though. It's the only thing that I'm a little bit worried about.
This is such a cool boss.
Yeah, his design is pretty cool. It's just, he unfortunately doesn't have much health, so he goes down pretty easily.
Oh.
That's okay.
He heard that.
Oh.
Oh, you shouldn't talk like that to him.
The bad RNG.
gonna wait. All right,
Nice.
all good.
Come on, Iron King, don't take those frames. Come on, man, please.
All right, so now we're making our way to the second DLC, the Crown of the Iron King, I think it's called. And this is probably my favorite DLC. It's mainly like a vertical level design, which allows for quite a few parkour skips. So hopefully those will go well.
Baby jump territory.
Yeah, we have 3 opportunities for baby jumps here.
I hope you would happen though.
All right, so we can get a few donations here.
Absolutely. We have $2,000.
Oh.
From Fangamer. Congratulations on raising $700,000. Did you know that Dark Souls is an anagram of US Ska Lord? Dark Souls and Ska actually have quite a bit in common. Fast tempo, 3 distinct entries, dragons. Okay, so maybe they don't have that much in common. If you'd like to hear more of our amazing anagram facts, be sure to check out our SGDQ2019 collection at fangamer.com/GDQ. 100% of the profit from our GDQ merch will go to our Doctors Without Borders this week.
All right, so this is the first YOLO jump. Very, very scary jump. Hopefully we get it. All right, nice.
Pixel perfect. Oh my
Frame perfect.
dear Lord.
The legend.
It's not over quite yet.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
There's back-to-back skips here.
Oh.
The skilled.
The God Gamer.
All right, so this is actually a pretty precise setup. We need to... Oh, you know what? No, we're not doing this. There's a chance, if I get baby jumps here, I can do the first jump, get there, and then get a baby jump on the second, and my souls will be stuck down in that area, so I'm gonna go back and do a safety level up.
Good call.
Yeah.
How many bosses left?
30? About 30?
About 30?
No. It's 30 is the correct.
Ah,
Yeah. There are 11 bosses we have done. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, sorry about my English, though.
Oh, it's perfect.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Ooh. So there is a glitch I just tried to do. You can actually attune spells while you're warping out, but you gotta use the mouse, so... Not quite used to the sensitivity. Just equip me here instead.
Okay.
All good.
Back to the jump.
Yeah, here we go.
The baby jump. Let's be silent.
Oh!
All right.
Pog.
And second jump.
Like
Awesome.
it's
Nice.
nothing. Ooh, it's nothing.
Oh, it's happening.
It's happening. Oh my God.
All right, so this used to be a very, very tough part of the run, but that guy I spoke about earlier, Angsmaster, routed in this spell called Yearn, which is basically a more powerful, alluring skull, and it turns out it actually works on the enemies in this DLC, which before using Yearn, this part was a nightmare. It was just like 50% chance to die. There is still a chance, but I just have to deal with this guy, thankfully. Hopefully he won't do a follow-up attack. Okay, we're good. So you don't have iframes right away on that lever. He can hit you for about 3 seconds, but you do get iframes right towards the very end. That was smooth though. And so now we're going to be using Miracles. This is a spell called Homeward. It's basically a spell form of Homeward Bone. It's a 1 second faster, and it also has a unique property. So we just got invaded by Dark Spirit Quicksword Rachel, which means normally we couldn't use a Homeward Bone, but I think it was just a dev oversight. But you can actually just use the spell, even if you're invaded. So we're just going to get out of here. The old strat was to just die to these enemies here, but this is about 15 seconds faster.
Bye-bye, Rachel.
So now we're just going to do a few things, collect some upgrades, and then we'll be getting out of here. So there is potential for me to die here, but even if we do, it's all good. We've got backups. All right.
Oh, that's scary.
It's always very close. All right, so just one thing left to do here. We're just going to pick up a few more upgrade materials so we can get plus 10 right off the bat. And that's going to allow us to take down bosses very, very quickly, at least until we get to the DLC where they're tuned for a plus 10 weapon.
Oh, this guy.
That's unfortunate.
He can hit me through the wall here, but that's all good.
Shaky, shaky.
Okay. All right, we can get a few donations.
You got it. We have $150 from Raging Flower. Just marathoned all of From Software's games before Sekiro and really found myself rediscovering what I liked about Dark Souls 2. Those DLC bosses, though, yikes. I love seeing Dark Souls being crushed, and I love SGDQ for everything it does. We have $50 from Papa Nug. Put my donation toward the 0 dropped frames incentive.
Looking good so far. Okay, so we just did our upgrading here, and one of the unique things about this guy is that he actually does.
Oh, they just had to say it. They just had to say it.
No.
Shame. All right, we're gonna restart.
Oh dear.
Yeah. I think it always happens like for a while, like a time, like per.
Yeah, it's
Every
like
15 minutes.
Yeah,
15, 20 minutes.
Yeah. So gotta be careful, like it won't happen while you are doing boss fight.
Yeah, I think before the DLC, I'm gonna restart the game.
Yeah.
There's some spots where if that happens, it's gonna be real bad.
Yeah, gotta need to be careful.
Yeah, marathon luck.
Oh my god.
Oh, whoa.
What's happening?
He's getting out of here.
All right, so now we're just making our way to the Ruined Sentinels. This is actually a pretty tough boss fight, at least casually. This is probably the boss that I think I died to the most. But we're coming here with plus 10 weapon buffs. We're just gonna put them in the ground.
Oh my. So in other words, this is nothing for the God Gamer.
Oh, that damage. So broken.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Rip. Ow.
They even added hype music, and look.
Okay, 29 left. still got a lot of left.
Yeah, a lot of bosses left. The DLC is really the hype bosses. There's a few cool bosses from the main game, but the DLC is really where they step it up in terms of difficulty and just boss design, I would say. So now we're heading to the Gargoyles, the Souls classic. And this part can be kind of scary. There's a bunch of these little guys that are going to be shooting at me, and there's a big, long ladder I have to climb. And so hopefully they're going to be nice, but sometimes they just have it out for you, and they've all got bows, so they can knock me off the ladder here.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll go well.
Oh.
One shot. Okay, that's good. Sometimes you can seriously get like six arrows in you, so. And they can also hit you here. Okay, we're good. Sometimes you get hit the frame that you get out of that animation and just get stomached. Okay.
They are trying.
Yeah, they're really trying.
Oh, those little guys.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So pretty straightforward fight here. Just strafe their attack and then just finish them off. So there are some strats you can do if you're going for Recce, where you kind of just activate all of them at the same time and just hope for the best, but it's very risky for a marathon, so we're just going to be playing it safe here. All right, pretty good fight.
Nice, nice, nice.
All right, so just a lot of running here so we can get a few donations.
Absolutely. We have $50 from Sar Phoenix, donating in honor of a friend I lost a year and a half ago. He loved GDQ, Distortion was his favorite streamer, and he tried to speedrun Dark Souls 2, which made this the perfect game to donate during. Here's to the Amazing Bug 09.
Get a few more.
You got it. We have $20 from Gamers for Good. Thanks so much for doing this fundraising. I love gaming and I love making a positive difference. Seeing those two things combined is just the best. Keep it up, fam. We have $100 from Rue, who says simply, "Fine work, skeleton."
All right, so we're making our way to Lost Sinner here. Pretty cool boss fight. It's actually probably one of my favorites when I played through the game the first time. This boss used to be a lot stronger, but for whatever reason they nerfed it. It's too hard for casual players, I guess. But still pretty tough boss, but if you know how to speedrun it, it's actually a pretty cool fight. You can strafe majority of her attacks. And Sinner is actually a female. A lot of people don't know that, but it took me a while to find out too.
Why do they call her the sinner?
Good question. I was asking my stream about the lore, but...
Yeah, she
what did they say?
murdered her family or something.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh. The damage.
Yeah, so these bosses can be a bit dangerous, but the +10 and Dark Weapon really puts them down fast.
27 bosses left. Yeah. How many bosses we still need to do before we go into DLC?
Probably about 15.
Oh.
Yeah, we got a while. Okay, so now that we're done with that, we are going to make our way to Najka. All right, so long running section here. Can read off a few.
You got it. We have $30 from Vicarious Vice. Huh. Hyrule is a lot grittier looking than I remember. Wait, the Link Between Worlds run ended already? Oh well, take this donation anyway. We have $25 from Phaneronic. Watching with my friend Travis. We have a long way to go to get Super Mario Bros. 3 on the docket. This should help. Also, what's with these donations? Praise the pun.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah, there we go. Praise that pun.
Beautiful.
Oh, the face.
Perfect.
Oof.
My chat loves when I do that.
Who are these little guys?
Yeah, we're not going to bother with those guys. If you're running old patch any percent, though, you're going to be seeing a lot of them. Because they're the first enemy you run into.
Great design.
Yeah, if you're interested in Dark Souls 2 speedruns, I definitely recommend checking out the old patch any percent as well. It's a very fast run. It's like 14 minutes now, and yeah, it shows off a lot of cool glitches that have been patched. So.
Oh, did you run that at ESA or am I wrong?
No, not at ESA. Or actually, no, I did. I did a race.
You raced with
yeah.
Nems, was it? Or
with
Nubis?
Lardy.
Yes.
Yeah, Nubis.
Yeah. I remember now using those guys to go out of bounds.
Yeah, this is Dark Souls 2 any percent old patch is one of the few runs where I'd say is actually very close to optimal. I do have the record for this category, but it can still be shaved off with quite a few minutes. It's just, Souls games are known for their RNG. Every single boss can more or less waste some time.
Yeah.
All right, so we're just making our way through the Misty Forest here. We're gonna pick up this item called the Chloranthy Ring. It's a very useful ring. It boosts our stamina regen, and we do a lot of running around in this, so I think it's like 20 or 30%. All right, you can read some donations till we get to the boss fight.
Sure thing. We have $250 from Blue Fox.
Oh, yeah.
You guys are awesome. Keep up the hype.
Hype!
Oh, God.
We have $75 from Sleepy Ninja. I look forward to this event every time it happens, and it's always amazing to see how big this event has become. Please take my money to help out for a great cause. It's a small token for all the hours of entertainment that helps get me through a stressful life.
Okay, so we've got a Naj coming up here. There's one cool strat that if she gives me the right RNG, I'm gonna go for it, just to show it off, because it's a really neat trick. A lot of people probably don't know about it. Bosses are actually pretty interesting in this game in the way that their models work. She's giving me some weird RNG. Okay. All right, well, we're not going to be able to do it. So she has this specific attack, actually, where she will slam her butt onto the ground. And if you run up at the right time, you can just stand on her. And her AI stops working completely. And you can just stab her like that. But
Wait, stand on her butt?
Yep.
Oh.
Not too useful for the speed run, but if you're doing a challenge run, it's a very useful trick. All right, so we're coming up to the Royal Rat Authority.
Oh, my favorite boss.
Used to be a very, very challenging fight, but like I said, we've implemented a bunch of spells, and it turns out this spell here called Soul Appease can take care of the little ads in the fight, which is going to be super, super helpful. We used to kind of just attack the air and hope we killed all of them, but yeah, the strats have developed quite a bit since then.
We are the rats.
I love that enemy design, the big mammoth.
Yeah, the mammoths are awesome.
The royal rat design, however, is,
Oh, yeah.
you'll see.
I'm gonna kill this guy. I'm not sure if he's gonna chase me. I'm not sure what just happened there. All the rats were just AFK. Let's get RNG.
That guy was in space.
He's got somewhere else to be. Okay, so we're gonna aggro these guys, cast Soul Appease, and yep, that's all the little rats. So that's what makes this fight actually difficult. The boss itself really isn't too much of a danger. Hopefully I'm not jinxing myself
Don't
here.
say that to him.
Yeah, I'm gonna heal.
He knows.
The hitbox.
Yeah, my attacks are just missing point blank. Okay,
Wow, the damage.
we got him.
Can we get a boss count, Mr. QTT?
Oh no, he lost
no.
track.
26 left?
I have no.
Yeah.
Let's go with that.
Yeah.
All right, so get a few donations here. Not too much to be said.
Sure, we have $100 from Rickon Smith. After seeing Distortion destroy Sekiro over and over, it's amazing to see him destroy the first Souls game that got me hooked.
Yeah, the best Souls game in the
Yeah,
world.
my first Souls game too.
Same here.
We have an anonymous $250 donation without comment. Thank you so much for your amazing donation.
I feel like so many people started with Dark Souls 2.
Yeah, it's actually surprising. Dark Souls 2 was probably the most active speedrunning community, at least back when it came out. Really, I don't think there's anybody who runs this game anymore, but it's most of the focus has shifted over to Sekiro.
Oh,
Oh no, here it is.
You shouldn't have said that.
I wonder if there's something I can do to fix this. Maybe I shouldn't try. Let's just try switching to low settings real quick.
We have a $10 donation with a suggestion if you're open to it.
Sure.
I've had similar issues with dropped frames. You need to change your resolution to a smaller window, then change back to your previous resolution. Save the frames.
Oh my
Let's
God,
try it.
save those frames, please.
See if it works. Not quite.
We tried.
Yeah, it was worth a try. All right, we're just gonna have to restart the game.
While we're doing that, we are looking at about $2,000 out of our $5,000 towards opening the Remnants of Nazith bonus levels. There's going to be 8 bonus levels there, and that incentive is closing soon, so please get those donations in.
Souls 2 before.
You'll be okay. It is seriously always at the marathon events.
Yeah.
My God.
I mean, I've been playing this game for 5 years, and I've never seen anything like this, so that's definitely true. All right, so we're coming over to the Congregation. Great boss fight. I really don't know what they were thinking with this one, but it's a boss, so it's gotta include it. Basically just a bunch of hollows.
Who needs them? Yikes.
Rips that guy.
These enemies on the ground are surprisingly hard to hit, though. All right, pretty good.
Now that's a boss fight. Oh, man.
All right, so we're just making our way to Freya, the final Lord Soul that we need to kill before we can get to that castle I was talking about. So while we're making our way there, you can read off a few donations.
You got it. We have $50 from Warmonger. Had to donate for DS2, one of the best Souls-like games around. It almost feels like a real Dark Souls game.
The low blow.
Wow.
Oh,
Ouch.
my goodness gracious.
We have $15 from Chicken Wingies. Good luck, Dist. Also, wrong game, but I guess Dragon Rider falls to his death, so Roberto! We have $100 from Sir Swaggington. Dark Souls at GDQ. So happy to see two of my favorite things with one of my favorite speedrunners. I'll donate another $100 if you emote on a boss.
If I emote on a boss, I can do that. Oh gosh.
Here it comes.
This is not the best time to do it. All right, pretty close there. Good fight, though.
24 bosses left. Yeah. If I counted right.
Almost halfway.
Oh man, he forgot.
Oh no. Here comes Aldia. So this is a boss that they added with the Scholar of the First Sin edition. He's actually in vanilla, which a lot of people don't seem to know. But yeah, you can do all bosses in both games, thankfully. Okay, so now we're making our way to Noobist's favorite boss, the rats. It's a pretty cool boss fight. You're normally meant to go here early on, but we're coming back later with Soul Appease, which is mainly what we're going to use for the fight. And that's going to be the last we see of the rats.
Then on to horses.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I can't wait. So this is one of the reasons why magic is so good. The old strats for this boss were to individually kill each rat, but we can just use that spell to take them all out and spawn the final one. And yeah, that's the Rat Vanguard.
Wow.
Okay, so now we're making our way to Drang Lake Castle. And so we're going through the Shrine of Winter here, and this is the spot I was talking about where you could get the 1 million souls to gain access as well. There's this door, I'm not quite sure what they were thinking with the design here. There's just a big piece of rubble. You'd think you could just jump over it, but they made this whole giant shrine to gain access to the castle. There was actually a bunch of skips in the past that you could use to just go over that rubble, but unfortunately they've patched all those out by now. Took them a while though. It's actually funny, in this game, they patched this skip, and then by patching it, they added it in again. You could walk on the invis walls that they added to fix it, to bypass it, so.
Wow, debated.
Yeah. FromSoft has a lot of issues fixing glitches. All right, so this is the third DLC, the hardest DLC by far. Just loads of very difficult parts in this run. Definitely the spot that ends the most runs. And just a very RNG heavy part of the run too. But yeah, we're not gonna be fighting anything quite yet. We're gonna be getting a little bit stronger before then. So we're just gonna grab the bonfire and then get out of here. And while we make our way to the castle, you can read off a few donations.
We have $500.
Oh.
That says thank you to everyone who makes this event possible and to those at MSF. We also have $100 from Haidara. Enjoying the tech support %? Also, shout outs to Mekon. We have $10 from Tin Man. Longtime watcher, first time donator. Excellent program for an excellent cause. Good luck.
Okay, so coming up here, there's one little bit of RNG. It's pretty rare, but these mammoths, sometimes they're just Olympic sprinters, and they'll just charge you down. I don't really know what causes it. Their normal walking speed is about a quarter or a fifth of their running speed, and whether they run is just completely random. So hopefully they don't run at me here, otherwise probably gonna die.
Well, bless RNG.
Okay. Oh, he's running.
He's coming.
That's not good.
Sorry, I cursed the RNG.
The charge.
No.
All right, we should be okay. We're just gonna take this guy out. So the reason we need these enemies to be right next to the statues, the way this area works is that we need the souls from the enemies to go into these statues to open up the gate.
Oh.
Okay, we're good.
Nice.
That should go in the, yeah, it went in the gate. All right, awesome.
Nice.
Okay, so we can get a few donations here.
Sure thing. We have $100 from Frozen Waste Horsekeeper. Hey, Distortion, have you seen my horses? It seems that I've misplaced mine. Oh well, what's the worst that could happen?
Monkas.
Oh, we'll find them later. Okay, so here, just more of that same mechanic. This castle, you just need souls to progress through it for the most part. These doors need souls to go into them to open up. So we're just gonna kill 2 enemies, open up the only doors we need, and then we're gonna go talk to Gandalf. Dark Diver Gandalf. So we need to find him in 3 different spots. This is the first spot. And we're not going to be seeing him for a while, though. And he's actually relevant to one of the bosses in the game. His name's Dark Lurker. It's definitely the longest segment of the run, getting to Dark Lurker, like with talking to that guy, and there's like a sub-quest you need to do to unlock the boss, and it takes about 15 minutes, so that'll be done towards the end of the run, though. All right, so now we're just making our way to double Dragon Riders. Not just one, but two. So this fight's a little bit harder than the first one, but since we've got a +10 weapon, it's pretty smooth most of the time. Okay, so we're just gonna shoot the archer up there, hiding on the top, which will make him jump down, and then just hit him twice.
Oh my God.
That's the archer.
Nasty
Oh my
damage.
god. Broken.
Oh my God.
Rip the Dragon Riders.
22 bosses to the left.
The God Gamer is at it again.
Okay, so now we're going to Mirror Knight, and this is going to be the last of that soul absorbing mechanic that we're going to see for the rest of the game. We just need to activate that elevator we ran past by running up into this room and getting a soul into that big statue, so he turns this lever. So this part can be a bit scary. We need to open this big giant castle gate, and these enemies can sometimes interrupt me. Most of the time it's fine. Okay, he hesitated a little bit. That's good. I always love that. Just close it on his face. Can't use doors, thankfully. So now we're just making our way to the elevator, which was coming down. The timing works out pretty well. And now, a lot of donations you can be right here. We're just gonna be riding this for like a minute.
You got it. We have $25 from MC Solitaire. I'm sorry, that's MC Solaire. Hi from Dischat. We're all cheering you on in here. I'll donate an additional $25 for every death on Dragon Rider. We have $15 from Sweet Merlot. Having a Twitch party here in San Antonio, Texas, while eating way too much food and enjoying some fun runs. First time watching GDQ? I think we found a new tradition. Looking forward to this Dark Souls run. Hype?
Hype.
We have $100 from K Dynamo. Those rats should have chilled out with some mice tea.
Oh no.
Yikes.
Oh no. Oh no.
We have $30 from Static Rodent. My girlfriend is in India right now helping rural communities gain access to clean drinking water. Knowing her mission is so closely aligned to that of Doctors Without Borders makes me so proud and makes me so happy to help with my donations.
All right, so here is Mirror Knight. This is actually one of the few consistent fights in the run. Thankfully, we found an AI manip for him by just running under him at the start here. So this fight should be consistent if we do it right here. So he should just miss with this attack. And now he basically just uses lightning over and over. So you guys are blessed that we're not running on old patch. The developers for this game actually messed. Oh no!
Oh my God, they know.
Oh, easy.
They knew. Oh, what the?
Hey, at least it doesn't lag in the menus. I can actually equip stuff. Okay, I don't know what to do. If I quit out here, I'm gonna have to bring the elevator back up. So we're just gonna have to ride it down, and then we'll restart. I can keep the menus open. It's a bit smoother.
New kind of challenge run.
Yeah.
I think you can quit out before ride next part.
Yeah, I'm gonna quit out here.
Yeah.
All right, quick restart.
We have a $500 donation from Lonely Panda.
I'm really trying to time it.
There's no comment, but thank you, Lonely Panda. That is an incredible donation.
Good idea.
If that's consistent. Yeah. I believe it is like 15 minutes.
Very optimal.
Yeah.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
Oh, really?
Wow.
All right, we gotta go for another elevator ride. Perfect time for donations.
We have $100 from Holdenators Ho. I almost lost my mind trying to take down the Fume Knight. Kill him for me. We have $25 from Look Good, Feel Good. My daughter was born 2 weeks before the last GDQ, so we spent a lot of quality time watching late night runners when she couldn't sleep. Now that we're done with her hospital bills, I wanted to make sure I supported this awesome event as it supported this new dad a short 5 months ago. Good luck to all the runners, especially those running late night games. We have $200 from Addis. Awesome job on the runs. Keep it up. We have $25 from Chris Slight. Thanks for all the entertainment and the amazing work.
All right, so we are making our way to Shrine of Amana now. This is a very tough part of the run. I'm gonna go for a strat called YOLO Amana, which is basically setting up the cycle. So for those who aren't familiar, there's a bunch of these sorceresses who are gonna be shooting missiles at me, and if I set up the cycle correctly, I can barely make it through this fog gate while they're shooting at me. But it's very tricky, and if I get unlucky, I will die here, but we're gonna go for it.
Yeah, this is also one of the hardest parts casually as well.
Yeah. And it used to be even worse, too. They nerfed the tracking on the sorceress's spells, thankfully. On console, it used to be very, very tough. All right, so we're just gonna grab this safety bonfire here. And we are gonna go back and do a safety level up too, just in case. All right. Here we go with YOLO Amana.
Oof.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
The God Gamer strikes again.
All right, so here we go with YOLO mana. I need to set up this mage on the right to cast at a specific time. Okay, that should be good. Now we just have to get lucky with these guys, which we did. Okay, awesome.
Nice.
This should be perfect.
Oh,
Very good.
please don't kill Mushroom Man. Oh my, not even a second thought.
Oh.
All right, so now we're picking up the other weapon we're going to use in the run, which is called the Red Iron Twin Blade. Very, very strong weapon. Ooh.
To this area. Oh
Yeah,
my
it's
God.
horrible.
Lost magic though.
Just a bunch of spammers.
All right, pretty good there.
Oh, the best boss is coming up.
Yeah, now we're making our way to the Demon of Song. A lot of people, a lot of names for this boss,
Here
but
he is.
we'll go with the original.
Yeah.
Probably best. What's he doing in there? Oh dear.
This is actually one of my favorite bosses. It's just a really cool design. I mean, it's an easy boss, but
It is, it's super weird, but yeah, it is a really neat design. The enemies are so hit or miss in this game, but
yeah.
Okay,
That's one of the
20
cooler
bosses left.
oh yeah. So does this make you want to learn the game?
Probably not. Because it's way too long. Like each full round just takes you like over than 2 hours.
Oh my God, I run games that are like 50 minutes. This is, my bladder can hardly handle this.
All right, we can get a few donations here.
Absolutely. We have $10 from Syrenes. Donation goes towards Boss Tracker's Choice. We have $15 from Voodoo. $1 for every minute between frame drops.
What?
Hang in there, VRAM.
Oh,
I mean,
we're counting.
skeleton. We have $25 from Papa Nug. I had no idea that 2 in Dark Souls 2 stands for the amount of frames it can handle. Maybe if we all donate, the frames will stop dropping? Worth a shot.
So this is the second encounter for Aldia we have. The third encounter is actually really funny. I won't spoil it, but they tried to put Aldia in a spot they probably shouldn't have, so they just, well, you'll see when we get there.
That is a pretty face.
All right, so we're buying this item called Elizabeth Mushrooms from this guy. Elizabeth Mushrooms are amazing. They're basically, so life gems in this game, they heal like 30 health per second or something like that, but they deactivate if you heal to full. And they also last like 5 or 10 seconds. The mushroom gives the same healing as a life gem, but doesn't deactivate when you go to full health, and it also lasts like 45 seconds, I believe. So it's very useful for some of the DLC fights, where we kind of just want to tank the boss and just let the mushroom heal us up. So this is a really cool strat here. I think this was found by like a Japanese runner. For a while, we used to just run, oh, all right, hopefully we can get it. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. No, why is it not working? Oh, there we go.
Oh.
Okay. So we need this guy to move to the side, and we can just pass him super easy. Otherwise, you'd have to, it was just a really RNG segment. Sometimes you just get pinned. Nothing you can do. When this game first came out, running it was really, really tough. I mean, we just didn't have good strats for a lot of the segments. This is another example right here. So if this goes well, we should be able to get through this fog gate no problem. For those who played vanilla casually, you probably just despise this area. But if you bait those two guys out in a specific way, you can get through here, yeah, pretty safely most of the time. So that was nice. So I actually am waiting to attack here because it's, I need to DPS in a specific way. Otherwise I won't be able to kill him as he buffs himself here. All right, nice fight.
Oh, my favorite boss.
Yeah, we'll be coming to back to this guy later. A lot of people ask, why don't you just kill this guy right after that boss? And the way that this boss works is that you actually, you need to collect this item called Giant Souls. He has a defense, an insane amount of defense, and every Giant Soul you pick up reduces his defense by double. So we pick up 3 in the run. That's the most optimal amount to get to deal decent damage, but not spend too much time getting the souls. So we'll be going back later, because right now we only have, I don't think we have any giant souls. Yeah, we have none.
Yeah, we still got to do that emote during a boss fight.
Oh, yeah. I should have done it during Demon of Song. I was just waiting for him.
Do it during Invisava.
Yeah.
Oh, and one thing I should mention, I just picked up an item called Red Tearstone Ring. For those who have watched the other Souls games, it's a lot stronger in those, but basically how it works is if you're under 30% health in this game, you get a damage boost. And it's only 20% attack boost in this game, but in the older games, it's like double damage. But it does still have a few applications in this run. There's one boss where you absolutely need it to get a consistent fight, so I think there's 4 fights we use it for, so nice to see it return. I can get like 2 donations.
Sure thing. We have a $700 donation from the 5th map.
Lord. Booyah.
Always loved to see FromSoft games at GDQ, even before I got into playing them. Good luck with the rest of the run and the horses.
All right, so we're gonna do an RTSR setup here. So we're just gonna buff our weapon here, and the hippo is gonna come flying through, set us up perfectly. So this fight's pretty consistent. Hopefully it'll go okay.
Yeah, it's like budget meteor.
Okay, nice. We got the neck bite. That's the fight.
And there goes poor man. It's almost time for the dropped frames.
If lies 15 minutes per time, though. Yeah. You only have 1 minute left.
Hopefully it doesn't happen during the parkour jump up here.
Oh, also 18 bosses left. Yeah.
Oh.
Thank you.
All right, so not much to be said here. You can read like 2 or 3 donations.
Sure, we have $100 from Omax. Missed donating during Bawkbas run earlier, but happy to see him couching what's already one of the most entertaining runs of the event.
Heck yeah.
Okay, let's see if we are going to get a friend drop in.
Or a baby jump.
3, 2, 1. Frames?
Okay.
Oh, not yet.
Looks good so far. It's weird.
I grabbed the bonfire, didn't I? Oh, I hope so. I think I did.
Don't worry, what could go wrong?
You know, just running back like 7 minutes. That's fine.
You got this.
All right, please no baby jump.
Oh!
Please don't take his frames for that one.
Maybe it's a spot like you when you hit and
Yeah.
it just happened.
So this is what I was talking about. This is Aldea, but his third version, the baby Aldea. For whatever reason, they wanted to put him in this room, so I guess they just decided to make him tiny. Doesn't really make any sense, but. And
Yeah, so it's about like 15 minutes around.
yeah, we should have
Yeah.
2 or 3 more then.
16:05.
Yeah, 16.
I'll start her up again.
Yeah, when the game starts. So I think we can time right here.
It looks like we're about halfway to unlocking that Remnants of Nazith bonus level incentive, so please keep those donations coming in.
So we believe it's 16 minutes per time.
Consistent strat.
A GDQ stretch.
All right, so we're heading on to Ancient Dragon now. This is another boss that we're going to use RTSR for.
Uh-oh.
So there's a nice AI manip you can do that just makes this guy run down the staircase. Not quite sure why he does it, but this part would be way worse without it.
Yeah, time to clip Ancient Dragon's toenails here. We'll see.
There is also a glitch that can happen here. He can hit you with his foot and send you flying off of the platform, and you can't do anything about it. But it's pretty rare, so I'm
You
sure.
just
it'll be
gotta push it away and fall.
fine. Yeah.
Get clipping. The RTSR setup.
Yeah, so that's a setup. Intentional hit. And good RNG. So he's giving us the fire breath. Should be dead, I believe, although we did just miss a hit.
Clip away, man. Clip away.
All right, nice fight.
Not the smartest dragon in the series.
17 bosses left.
Oh, we are still trucking along. Nothing can stop the God Gamer. Frames, baby jumps.
Do we still need to do the long jump?
Yeah, so there's a few more tricky jumps. There's one right here that we got to do, but luckily, if we do get a baby jump, it's a very small time loss. So we can actually use a gesture and then backstep, and for whatever reason, we get up on this ledge, then jump, and this skips the king gate. So sometimes this wall is made of paper, and he can hit you through it, but we got lucky this time. That was good. It's basically a guaranteed death if he actually hits you there.
What goes back?
Easy.
Let's freaking go.
All right, so now we got our second Soul of a Giant. Now we're gonna go back and do one more level up here.
No.
All right, so now we're making our way back to the third DLC, and we can start fighting some DLC bosses. Or this is the second DLC, actually. So, like I said, every DLC unfortunately has a kind of lackluster boss. And so we're going to him right now.
Oh, come on, man.
The blue smelter demon. Basically, it's a recolor of the previous smelter with just buff stats and some slight alterations to his moveset.
Oh.
Oh, man.
A little bit scared.
Oh no.
F.
I probably should have healed before I went into the fight, but
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
that's okay. This is why we pick up, back up, bright bugs. we can get a few donations while we're running back.
You got it. We have $250 from Waffles the dog, who says, "Yay! Thanks for all the time people have put into this." We have an anonymous $20 donation that says, "Galvin wheel, Galvin deal." Galvin wants donations. Many, many donations. Gaha! We have $5 from Shadow. "I have only found GDQ this year, and I'm already in love. I don't have a lot of money right now, but I'm sure that every little bit helps. A big thank you to every staff member, speedrunner, couch people, and donator." Thank you, Shadow. Indeed, every little bit does help.
All right, let's get a clean fight this time.
Oh, God.
Oh.
He heard what you said about
Try
the
that
boss fight,
again.
clearly.
Oh.
All right, I'm just I'm just gonna play this safe.
He's trying so bad.
Yeah.
Oh, God, he's ascending.
He's mad.
Strafing this guy is actually surprisingly difficult. His hitboxes are much larger than the previous one.
Oh, really?
All right.
Easy clap, easy clap.
15 left. I thought they have the same hitbox though.
I think it's, at least when he buffs his weapon, I know that the hitbox gets a bit bigger, but
Oh. I see.
yeah. All right, so this is the first time where we're actually going to do a baby jump on purpose. It's only useful here, saves a little bit of time.
And reminded you have 6 minutes left to get a friend drop.
Okay. Enough time to finish this boss. All right, so this is probably one of the hardest bosses, at least casually. Speedrunning, there's a few more challenging bosses, but Fume's definitely a tough one.
Yeah, the bane of casual players right here.
Yeah. And the main reason this guy is so difficult is because a lot of people don't realize you can just strafe most of his attacks. Just run to his side and he'll miss you most of the time.
Oh.
That's okay.
What?
Fume night, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my god.
All right, nice.
That looks weird though.
Yeah, his hitboxes are really strange with those lunge attacks.
4 minutes?
Do we have enough time to do the next boss? I think we should be okay.
Yeah, just do it.
It'll be more exciting if the frame drops happen during the fight.
Oh no.
No.
What a handsome man.
All right, we can get a few donations here.
Sure thing. We have $30 from Jay the Gamer. Here's $6 for every restart. Have to cut it off now before I'm broke. We have $75 from Tanky Forecast. I have immense respect for MSF working to provide healthcare in remote and extremely dangerous regions. The medical assistant saves so many lives, and I'm so happy this niche community I discovered back in 2005 has grown to help so many through these events.
2.5 minutes. Go fast.
We got this. The bright bug lasts 2 minutes, and we should be able to kill the boss before it ends, so should be good. So we're making our way to Sooraya. This boss is actually pretty cool. Hopefully I can show it off, but it's pretty tough, so we'll see. But there's something very unique about this boss in that if you kill him without taking a single hit, he has a unique death animation. It's the seppuku, we'd like to call it. So hopefully I can get that. Getting hit there is okay, as long as it's not on the boss. So this is probably one of my favorite guys to fight because you can strafe basically every single attack of his except this one. That one you gotta run away from. It's just it's a really fun fight.
Nice.
Nice.
Yay!
Nice.
I want to see if he's going to front drop after.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's time.
Yeah. This time.
All right, so that's the end of that DLC. Just gonna do one quick level up, and then just gonna finish the run.
You've got about 20 seconds. Any last words?
Probably. If it happens again, so we can make sure it's per 16 minutes around.
Come on, consistent. Maybe the time in the menu frigs with it.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah, maybe it doesn't count with the load screen. So.
We're on to something.
Oh,
There
yeah. So it's definitely 16 minutes. Yeah.
We figured it out. Cracked the code.
Just bring the timer next time.
Consistent stress.
We have $25 from a Rayburn. Loving these summer games. Good luck, runners.
It's just beautiful.
Yeah, I will keep timing it to make sure.
Perfect.
Let's go.
To make sure you don't get in trouble while boss fight.
The GDQ route. Co-op. He is just swinging away at nothing.
All right, so we just upgraded the Red Iron Twin Blade, and we infused both of our weapons with lightning. It's pretty much the best DPS you can get in the entire game.
Oh dear.
So yeah, we're just gonna use a mushroom. We've got a lot of health, so we're just gonna tank everything. All right, so killing those guys got us our third soul of a giant. And we do have one little thing left to do here. We gotta go visit Gandalf, hide in his hole. I thought I had the lag there for a sec. All right, so now that we got those 3 giant souls, we're gonna make our way back to Vendrick. This is actually a really scary fight. It can either be really easy or really, really scary. He can jump back, and if he jumps back into the walls, I mean, you'll see it. It can just get very, very close. Because we're gonna be using Red Tearstone Ring for this fight. It saves about 30 seconds, so it's well worth going for at least once. Oh.
Nice.
Okay.
I'll make sure to emote on this guy. Or maybe not this one.
Nah. I don't know if there's a chance though.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There we go.
I can't hit him though. There we go.
Be careful. If he goes the wall.
This is good so far.
Yeah, it's been really good.
Yeah, he didn't jump.
He is slowly creeping towards the wall though.
This is not a good spot, right?
Yeah, this is okay.
Oh. Oh.
It's been really good.
No jump?
Nice.
No.
Nice!
Fight.
The RNG. Also, 12 bosses left, I believe.
So we'll just go do Chariot right now. This is the first horse we're gonna fight. Well, this is the only horse we fight, but there's a lot of horses that are gonna, well, you'll just have to wait and see. You can get a few donations here.
Sure thing. We have a $500 donation from the working man. Who says, we need more helpers in the world. We have a $10 donation from Rar, who says, I'll put myself on the hook for $10 per death. Good luck with the ponies.
So 4 for main story and 3 for DLC one.
I actually have no clue.
Oh,
6 DLC bosses left, and yeah, I'm not sure about main game. We have Chariot, Dark Lurker, Throne Duo, Nishandra, Aldea. Maybe 5?
I love this boss fight. Well, it's not as exciting in the speed run, but he sort of just gets massacred.
Yeah, this is one of the more unique fights in Dark Souls 2.
Oh no. Don't worry, the horses will have their revenge.
Oh yeah. They'll be back. All right, so we're gonna make our way to the first DLC. Just gonna grab a key here, not too much to be said, so we can get a few donations.
You got it. We have $10 from Black Magics. No one ever said Dark Souls was fair. If it can't kill you in game, it'll kill your frames instead. Money goes to Runner's Choice. We have $50 from Goofy Banjo. Been donating 15 for every restart. I'll just do 50 this time and call it good. We have $25 from Clamato. You might not get every boss first try, but at least you're napping those jumps. Good luck on the rest of the run, and praise the sun.
Yeah, I don't think we actually have any opportunities left for baby jumps, so
Yeah.
very solid run, at least in that regard. So yeah, we're just making our way to the next boss. Pretty cool area down here. A lot of these big old dragon butts.
They're pretty neat.
Much better than the Dark Souls 1 versions. All right, you can read some donations until we get to the boss.
Sure thing. We have $20 from Capitan.
Oh.
If Dis dies again, does he dab? Is this the year? I hear it's actually a miracle cure, but he's not willing to save millions.
Thank you, Captain.
We have $100 from Frankie Leone. So glad we can continue hosting SGDQ here in Minnesota.
Booyah.
We have an anonymous $25 request. Please yell, Roberto!
Roberto!
There we go. Now it really feels like I'm watching Dis stream.
I'm a bit worried about this. Just going for it. Okay, that's fine. So we need to set up RTSR here. I messed up a little bit, but we still managed it. All right, so this is Alana. Pretty consistent fight. We used to run a different route with a weapon called DBGS, shoutouts to Lichbon, where this fight was horrendous. There's 2 different spawns you can get. I got skeleton spawns, so super easy. He can summon, or she can summon Velstadt, which is much, much scarier.
Is this the same boss that can summon pigs, or?
Yeah, she can also summon pigs, but there's like a 1% chance. I don't think I've ever seen it in a run. So hopefully we can get a tail cut here. That's the goal. Oh, all right. Well, we didn't want to do it that early. Might be okay, though.
Oh.
All right, nice fight.
Nice.
I believe there are 9 bosses left. Or maybe 8.
Okay, so time for the hardest DLC. So this is the 3rd DLC. Casually, this isn't too bad, but it's a speed run, so we just gotta go for the most optimal strats. So normally there's an item you can use to reveal this boss, but we're just gonna fight him invisible. This is by far the hardest boss fight. I'm actually gonna turn off the music so I can hear the audio cues for this. And hopefully this goes well. This is good RNG. All right.
Nice.
He's done it. He's done it.
That RNG is so bad. Like, just keep jumping.
Yeah. Can be a very, very easy, well, never really easy, but sometimes he just gives you RNG where he really just barely does anything.
Yeah.
That's by far the most RNG fight in the run. Like, if you're going for record pace, you basically get to this spot, and if you get bad RNG, it's just a reset.
You've got 2 minutes, by the way, until yeah.
All right, we're gonna have to restart here. This is like a 5-minute long boss fight, so I'm gonna restart after I talk to this lady. So we're just gonna quit out here and do a quick restart.
We have a $60 donation from Melodic Master. Yo, I heard you like speedruns, so we put 16-minute speedruns within your speedruns so you can speedrun while you speedrun. Best SGDQ ever.
All right, so now we're on to Burnt Ivory King. This is probably the most punishing spot, or the most punishing boss in the entire run to die to. So, casually, you can see there's one knight here who's dropping down with me. So there's one knight that drops down with me. If you go through the game, normally you can actually get 4 of them inside the fight with you. Each one of them can put out one of these these portals constantly spawn enemies, is basically how this works. And if you... Hold on, just gotta focus here for a sec. The more knights you have, they basically prevent the enemies from spawning. So if you go through this area casually, you can have no enemies spawn during the boss fight. But unfortunately, this is a speed run, so we just have the one knight, which means we're gonna have enemies spawning during the boss fight. So the longer it takes, the more hectic it's gonna get. So we need to kill 9 of those enemies, killed all of them, and now the boss is gonna spawn in. So this is why it's so punishing to die here, because every time you need to kill those enemies again to spawn the boss.
Yeah, it's being
okay.
a bully.
Yeah, Larxa just trying to troll you. Oh.
I had to go for it.
Damn.
That was really close. Okay, so you can read quite a few donations here. Just a bit of running.
Sure thing. We have $25 from Cartridge Blowers. This run has been excellent so far. I wish I had someone who could absolutely time when my games would mess up. Shout out to Sooraya, who's doing a great job at the hosting station. Thank you, Cartridge Blowers. We have $5 from Nikki. Dist is doing such a great job, I can't help but donate again. Keep it up. We have another $5 from Jose Bagra. This is my 3rd year watching and my 2nd time donating. If anyone can donate, please do it. Every cent counts to help this amazing foundation. GDQ hype?
Hype!
We have $59 from PQ49. Had to donate during Dark Souls in honor of my boyfriend. $1 for each month he's been gone, and an extra $5 for each day until he returns. Dark Souls is his all-time favorite series, and watching honestly just makes me miss him more, but feel closer to him at the same time. I love you, sweetheart. Just a week more until you're home. We have $50 from Sam, who says, props to the runners, the couch, and the crowd.
Okay, so what we're doing now is we're just going to be lighting these torches. Kind of weird mechanic, but lighting all these torches opens up this door. The way this area normally works is that, so like casually, you're supposed to go through this area and find the item that lets you, see the invis cat, and then you collect all the knights and do that. But by doing it right away, we can actually just get into the store instantly. And we're going to be picking up the key, and we're going to be going to the most infamous area in speedrunning and in casual play. There's a lot of names we came up for it, but Pony Plowtown was a pretty good one. But, got a little bit before we get there, so we can get a few more donations.
Sure thing. We have $25 from Coolnull. Never seen this game played before, but loving the show dist. Donating for Invisible Boss Fight. Keep those donations coming. We have $10 from Wave Wars. DS2 is one of my favorite games. $20 more if the runner stops to kill a frozen waste pony.
Oh no. They're the strongest enemies in the game. They have like more HP than bosses. Okay, so just going to be grabbing some backup bright bugs here, just in case this doesn't go too well. The one redeeming thing about this is that you get to ride a coffin down into the area.
Yeah, how
That's
fitting.
the only good part.
It's pony plow time.
So in a marathon setting, this area isn't too bad. We can use a summon, which this wastes about 20 seconds, but it makes it way more consistent. Sometimes the summon still is just off doing its own thing and doesn't really help at all. But most of the time, she'll get a lot of the ponies off you. Yeah, this area, you can't see anything. There's a bunch of ponies that infinitely spawn, and they kill you in like 3 hits. And it takes 3 minutes to run to the boss, so let's just pray it goes well.
Hi, Pony.
There's the first one.
Yay. More.
So yeah, if you're going for world record, you don't use the summon, and if you get unlucky, you can have like 8 of these ponies all on you at the same time, and you're just dodging left and right. It's real tough. But ultimately, it is just RNG. Sometimes you can run through here with no summon and have no ponies spawned, so that's the case of the Souls games.
Where are they?
Yeah, they're being pretty nice today.
Come on, guys.
Oh, I hear one.
Yay.
Oh no.
Here's our friend.
Let's go. Uh-oh.
All right, this has been pretty smooth. We're almost at the boss. Just got to get over this bridge here.
Here they come.
I did actually have a pony fly across the chasm onto the bridge when I was in practice, but I think it's pretty rare. Doesn't seem like anybody's chasing me. It was very, very clean. But we still have the boss fight. And as I said, every DLC has a lackluster boss.
Don't do it.
And this is 2 of the Invis Cat we fought before.
Oh no.
Thankfully, these aren't invis, though, so... It's a good opener.
Nice.
All right, nice.
You have 4 minutes left.
Oh, okay. So we are just going to make our way to... There's one boss I forgot in the first DLC. Another lackluster boss. This is a multi-boss fight. It's called the Gank Squad. I'm not actually sure what the actual name is, but... This can be a pretty tough fight. With all the route changes and stuff, though, it's become a lot easier.
So I think it's like...
It's Gank Squad, Dark Lurker, and then the final bosses.
5 bosses left, right?
Yep. All right, we can get a few donations here.
Sure thing. We have $25 from Bonfire-chan. That 3-portal Ivory King fight was so hectic. Great job, Distortion.
Thank you.
We have $5 from Sooraya. SGDQ, did you know that you can engage in jolly cooperation? Every donation helps. Praise the sun.
Get like 2 more?
Sure, we have $25 from Fancy Fish. Dist, you're doing great, and thanks for running my favorite games. Rats. We're rats. We're the rats. We have $30 from Lorict. This is one of my favorite games and my favorite host. Thanks for all that you guys do. Thank you, Lorict.
Oh my, that stagger animation.
Yeah.
Oh no.
All right. Well, we don't have a choice. We got to restart. Hopefully,
What? That early?
we can get back through.
We have a $5 donation from Nextman who suggests, if your frames drop, let's do it. Ride it, those ponies.
I think that should be the last one, though.
Yeah. So it doesn't count with load screen.
Yeah, I guess it's because the long boss fight. No menu time, no load time.
Oh. That's so
Nice.
bad.
That's
It's
like,
fine.
What can you do?
Yeah, just kill them.
The Gank Squad.
Nice.
All right, nice fight.
Oh, the home stretch.
Yeah. Now we go to Drang Lake and finish off the rest of the run. Actually, not quite. We do have some dungeons left to do. So one of the great things about Old Patch is that you can actually just go straight to Dark Lurker without having to do these dungeons. You'll see what I'm talking about in a sec here, but there's 3 dungeons you have to clear before you get access to the Dark Lurker boss fight. On Old Patch, you can just airwalk into the fight itself, which saves like 10 minutes. But current patch, you gotta do all the dungeons.
If you will.
So as far as I know, this is the only boss in any Souls game that's locked behind a quest line like this. There is moon presence in Bloodborne, but it's slightly different. All right, so this is a pretty nice strat if we can get it. Hopefully all goes well. So we are gonna kill this guy. Hopefully pull this without getting shot, which we were able to. Awesome.
Nice.
Use this flame butterfly.
Oh.
This guy is
Believe-
very aggro. All right, light this. For whatever reason, you need to light these big sconces. And now we are just going to use the best spell.
Spaghetti move.
Come on, get over here. There we go.
Bye-bye.
So that's dungeon 1. 2 more dungeons to go. So we can get a few donations here while we make our way to the next dungeon.
Absolutely. We have an anonymous $5 donation that says, $5 more for jolly cooperation. Praise the run.
Booyah.
We have $5 from Neon Guts. Good work, Skeleton. We have a $210 donation from Havatra.
Yeehaw.
First time donating. Thank you for all the awesomeness in one place. Keep up making these games look so easy.
All right, so this is dungeon 2. We're gonna be actually using a bright bug here. This is one of the longer dungeons compared to the other ones. Most of the dungeons have 3 to 4 enemies which you gotta kill, but this one has, I think, 6, maybe 7. It's a bit more. All right, just a few more enemies left here. I think it's 3 left. good dungeon too. All right, so now we're at the final stretch. We go to Drang Lake, finish up the final dungeon, and then we just got a boss rush. I can get a few more donations here.
We have $5 from Frame Thief.
Oh no.
$1 for each frame I'm leaving you with.
Evil.
We have $15 from Liquifool. Good job, Dust, and the couch, and praise the sun.
Oh, perfect timing. Sort of.
Close enough. Oh, there is one opportunity for a baby chump here. It's a very small time save, but no baby chump.
Nice. Aww.
Poor Havel.
You hate to see it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah. Hot diggity.
Oh. Hitting the wall.
Oh yeah.
I'm just gonna use it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Let's go.
Gotcha.
All right. So I kind of want to go for an RTSR setup here. It's a bit risky, but I'm feeling like doing it. I'm gonna heal here.
Got it.
All right, nice.
The God Gamer strikes again. What else is new?
Okay, so we are at the final stretch now. Just got to run to the final set of bosses. So while we're on the way there, you can read a few donations.
You got it. We have $10 from Chloro. Favorite streamer on favorite Souls game. Also, hidden wall ahead.
Thank you, man.
We have $25 from Blunder Plus. First time watcher. Thanks for supporting a great cause and being entertaining. We have $50 from Trick. Second year watching, first time donating. It's so awesome to see so many people gathered for a good cause. Bless everyone at GDQ and good luck to the runners. Love you guys. We have $50 from Gaming Medic. As a Souls lover, had to donate during this segment. Praise the sun and good luck.
All right, so we got 3 boss fights coming up here. Quite the boss rush. Normally it was 2, but the DLC Scholar first, then added Aldia afterwards. Hopefully he spawns, assuming we did everything right.
Nice.
All right, nice fight.
Nice.
So we got Nishandra here. Pretty easy boss, just takes 8 attacks. Hopefully we get the Curse Beam RNG, otherwise we will lose a little bit of time. That's all right. Quite the RNG I was looking for. All right, one more. So when the DLC came out, I was super hyped about Aldia. Unfortunately, he's a cool looking boss, but he's not too much of a threat.
They should have kept a small Aldia.
Yeah. Oh, this is a really good RNG. We should be able to finish him here.
Nice.
Nice. Awesome. Really good fight. All right, so time will be when we hit the black screen here and the credits start. And time. Nice. That's Dark Souls 2 all bosses.
What a run.
Thank you for being here on the couch, guys. Thank you all for being here. That was a really nice run. I'm really happy there were no baby jumps.
Yeah, the frames considered. Holy crap.
Yeah, the frames were a bit unfortunate, but very solid run. So yeah, just to give one shout out, I normally do all the Souls games. I've started to do marathons of all 6 Souls games, including Sekiro. So feel free to come in and check it out if you'd like. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys.
Let's hear it one more time for Distro2. Dist2. All right, we're gonna play a quick Twitch ad, so stay with us.
We met playing Project last year.
It's respectable. At least you're not a media player.
I actually don't play Melee at all, really.
Oh, wow.
I entered the Melee tournament, I OG.
Alright, we take those.
Meanwhile, I entered Brawl. We got 4 Only playing Brawl since... Never playing Brawl since last year.
I entered the Nestus tournament and didn't make it past Q. Did really badly in Q, but whatever, so it goes. I really don't like to see it, but we're on those things. Also, just like Grim Warrior commentary is perfect.
I would come with because I have nothing better.
All right, and Eternal Enigma here taking over the host desk for the next 2 runs. Coming up next, we have for our runs, we're coming up with Dead Rising done by Drunk Wario coming up very soon. We also have an interview coming up with our Remnants of Nazith runner, Epic Cat. But thank you for joining us again. This is Summer Games Done Quick 2019, powered by Twitch, coming together to benefit Doctors Without Borders. Right now, we have a few words from our sponsors. Raj 2019 is the largest Japanese arcade event in America, hosted by Tokyo Attack, featuring 24-hour gaming, over 100 import arcade machines, more than 30 tournaments, and over $1,500 in pot bonuses. Raj is an event you aren't going to want to miss. Find more info at rajotg.com. From esports to retro consoles, PCs to arcades, World 9 Gaming aims to provide the highest quality video game experience to events in the Midwest and beyond. With our mix of nostalgic and modern consoles, professional tournaments, and expansive game library, World 9 is ready to take your event to the next level. For information on booking and upcoming events, visit world9gaming.com and follow us on social media at World9Gaming. MagFest is returning to the West Coast this September 13th through 15th with Mag West in San Jose, California. Mag West will feature free play arcades, live video game concerts, tournaments, tabletop gaming, community jamming, and much more. Use promo code SGDQ2019 to receive $15 off your badge for Mag West. MagFest Incorporated is a nonprofit that holds music and gaming events year-round, with a flagship event every January in Washington, D.C. Super MagFest, the flagship event, pulls in 24,000 people for 4 days of non-stop gaming and video game music concerts. Just a reminder, we want to tell you about our upcoming donation challenge. The Remnants of Nazith bonus levels, which is coming up after Dead Rising, will be hit at $5,000. We still have a little ways to go for that at $2,622, so make sure you get your donations in for that challenge if you want to see the bonus levels for Remnants of Nazith. And speaking of Remnants of Nazith, we have an interview ready. Jhobz is with our runner, Epic Cat. Take it away.
Hello, everybody. I'm the aforementioned Jhobz, and I'm joined by XepiccatX, which I'm very quickly not going to call you in a moment, but we're going to jump right into our first social media question because it does help explain this. And it's from @Vats of Goop. They ask, how does one go by XepiccatX and not misspell the name constantly? Is this where your speedrunning secrets lie? Does the name give you power unknown?
So as far as the first part of that goes, the XepiccatX part, its origin is like all good names from Xbox Live, where it gave me the name Epic Dog followed by like a million numbers as it does. And I was like, hey, I like dogs more than cats, but I don't like all these numbers. So when I made it, it was X and then a space, and then Epic space cat space X. So that people wouldn't get confused and call me like XepiccatX or something.
Sure. Yeah,
and
definitely.
Then,
it was simple.
And then I very quickly learned that spaces don't work everywhere.
Right.
And so it just had to get combined together. So.
But you do go by another name
yes.
in certain communities.
So one of my good friends, we were playing Overwatch one day, and one of his IRL friends joined in, and he said, oh, hey, what's your name? And so I told him, oh, my name's Brian. And he took a second and then said, that name's dumb. I'm going to call you Bob. And apparently I'm just Bob everywhere now. So
yeah, because I've known you for a while from the Ori and the Blind Forest speedrunning community, and so to me, you're just Bob. So I hope everybody's okay with me calling him Bob for the rest of this interview segment, because it's probably going to happen. But I want you to tell us a little bit about Remnants of Nazith, because I think it's a game that not a lot of people know about and is an awesome speed game. So tell us a little bit about what the game is.
Yeah, so the game came out like very, very shortly before Celeste. So it was very quickly overshadowed as like a movement type game. But the game itself, as far as the lore goes, you play as this guy who was searching for treasure and then died, and his body got possessed by a thunder dragon, and it turned his hands into grappling hooks, and now you have to go around collecting magical chunks of dragon meat to find his treasure.
Yeah,
so
it sounds like a totally normal
it's
story.
regular lore. The gameplay itself, though, is a 2D platforming game with grappling hook mechanics. So very fast-paced, very action-packed. You'll see when I get on stage, like the first inputs of the game for optimal strats are just bonkers, and the game doesn't slow down. It just starts off as like tutorial levels, which are pretty tough, and then just ramps up and up and up to the point where at the end there's like saw blades everywhere and lasers, and you're just trying not to die.
Jeez.
And it's scary.
And that it's one of those very fast games, right, where an IL is maybe 2 seconds.
Oh yeah, it's an IL game. I like to call it like the love child of Dust Force and Super Meat Boy.
Right.
But then you throw in like the ninja rope from Worms, and that's the game that you get out of that. So there's a lot of crazy stuff.
That's beautiful. Now you've got an incentive for this game coming up, right? What is the incentive exactly?
The incentive is bonus levels, which the game features 80 regular levels, and then hidden in each of the chapters are 2 secret little mini chunks of dragon meat. And if you collect those and bring them to the end of the level, they unlock bonus levels. So it would be 8 secret levels throughout the game. They all have some sort of weird quirk. And the very last one, I'm not going to spoil what it is, but the very last level is called Void. And it's a very thematic level in that it fills my heart with absolute nothingness until I die as a husk of nobody.
What would you say is your success rate for that clearing that level?
It's not about success rate at that level. Sometimes I will go and I'll get it first try. Sometimes I'll go and 45 minutes later I give up. So hopefully it's the former and not the latter in this case. I might have to resort to showing off the world record run if it takes too long.
We'll see. Hopefully it won't be a problem. Hopefully you'll get it. Well, I did want to ask a couple more social media questions. We got one from Augendrocker, who's actually Richard here, one of the members of staff, who asks, what is your favorite level and why is it Threshold?
So Richard has played this game for something like 40 hours, and I want to say 30 to 35 of those hours have been on the first level, Threshold. So his running meme is that Threshold is the only level in the game, and that it has to be everyone's favorite because of that.
Of course.
But my favorite level is probably not Threshold.
Well, we'll find out what your favorite level is maybe during the run and everything. I did want to ask, how did you get into speedrunning in the first place?
So speedrunning for me started off, I bought an Xbox One and it came paired with Ori and the Blind Forest. And so I played through that game like 3 or 4 times. And then the only achievement that I couldn't get with it was beat the game in under 3 hours. And I like played through a few times and couldn't do it. And then I realized, oh, hey, speedrunning is this thing that exists. So I went online and found runs by Grimelios, another runner who's here all the time. And that sort of kickstarted me in Ori.
And then now you've gotten actually really good at Ori and the Blind Forest, right? And several other games on top of that, and Remnants of Nazith included.
Yeah.
Have you, like, how many games do you think you've bounced between?
3. I'm pretty sure it's only 3, unless you count the 2 iterations of Ori as different games. But I do play a lot of other mechanically intensive games like Osu and rhythm games and stuff like that. So I'm not limited to just speedrunning games.
And you're looking forward to Will o' the Wisps,
Of course. And Hollow Knight 2 and all of those other fun platforming type games.
Well, awesome. Hey, Bob, thanks for being with XepiccatX. Thanks. Thanks for talking with me for a little bit.
No problem.
All right, now I'm going to throw it over to Sent because I think he's got a few prizes to show us.
Hey, Jhobz, I gotta come over there and talk with you. Surprises fell asleep over here. I don't want to wake him. Yeah, he's fine. My hand is nowhere near him, but don't worry about it.
Okay, it's fine. You can come over here. Can we talk in normal volume?
Yeah, we can talk in normal.
Okay.
He's imaginary, Hobbs. He can't hear anything. I don't know why we were whispering in the first place.
All right.
So
what you got for us, son?
I got some great stuff for you guys, and it's all going from now until the end of Gauntlet. But real quick, I just have to say something, Hobbs. I've known this man as Bob for like 3 years. I thought that was just actually his name. This interview has been eye-opening for me.
Nope, his name's Brian.
Well, now we know. Anyway, guys, we got a bunch of really cool stuff for you. We have this Hyrule mouse pad from our friends over at Studio Pen. Just a super cool mouse pad with the Legend of Zelda Link to the Past map on it. That's a cool thing to put your mouse on. I've definitely put my mouse on worse.
What might somebody have to donate in order to get in the running to potentially win that prize?
Yeah, it's a $5 minimum donation from now until the end of Gauntlet.
Awesome.
So there you go. And while we have that nice, lovely close-up, let's also get a beautiful shot of this great Zelda vinyl from our friends over at Bit Brigade. Super cool little vinyl there we have there. Again, Zelda soundtrack. Perfect for vinyls. Vinyl, just a great format that's really making a comeback. And it's a $10 minimum bid now until the end of Gauntlet. Here you go, Bob. You mind holding that for me? Now, Hobbs, how do you feel about board games?
Board games are awesome, man.
Board games are awesome.
Gotten very creative over the years.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm a huge fan of board games. I'm a huge fan of simultaneous action board games. Had some great moments in the board game room. We actually, stock a bunch of board games here for attendees to play. And some of my favorite moments have been games where everyone's trying to play at the same time, even cooperatively, making the same actions. That's exactly the kind of game that Pandemic Rapid Response is. It's a new game from Z-Man Games. We're giving away a couple of copies of it. $10 minimum bid to get into the game by itself. And for a $30 minimum bid, you can not only get in on Rapid Response, but you also get in on the original Pandemic, Pandemic on the Brink, and Pandemic Fall of Rome. Two great expansions for the game. So that's 4 games in one for a nice $30 donation. And, huge shout outs to Z-Man Games for sending those directly to us. From our friend Becky Ham. Unfortunately, we don't have it on site with us, but she made a beautiful chainmail Triforce. It's in black and gold, and you can head over to gamesdonequick.com and check out a picture of the tracker if you're interested in seeing it.
Yeah, I actually saw that one. That one is awesome.
It's so good, right? Now, Hobbs, if you're wondering what people could put their donations towards with all these prizes, tomorrow, during the Kingdom Hearts 3 speedrun, which is a run I know you're very intimately familiar with, there might be an incentive for a certain bonus boss.
Okay.
A particularly difficult bonus boss, and I believe we're still about $20,000 off of making that happen.
Oh, come on. We can make that happen, right?
For sure. I mean, it's going to be level 1. It's going to be critical. It's going to be the hardest boss in the game. People want to see that happen. And hey, $30, you get everything we just talked about now, and you get $30 towards an entry into our grand prize, which is an amazingly beautiful Master Sword and Hylian shield from our friends over at Heroic Replicas. You can actually see them right there on the desk, the beautiful Hylian shield there with all the gold accenting and the red crest of Hylia. It's so good. And the sword with the... Wait, did I... crap,
You
I
forgot the sword.
I forgot the... Hold on. Let me go back and get the sword real quick.
Okay.
We woke him up, Hobbs. I don't know how. I don't think. Look, I'm sorry. I got to deal with this, Hobbs. Can you take over?
Yeah, I guess we'll have to take a look at that sword later. But for now, I think we're going to just go ahead and throw it back over to the host because Drunk Wario is hopefully not drunk, but is ready for Dead Rising, I believe, or just about. So see you. Everybody, please go check that out because Dead Rising is awesome.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for that interview. Remnants of Naseth will be coming up right after Dead Rising. We're still getting ready here. Drunk Wario getting ready for Dead Rising.